Hello everyone, I'm Mrs. Abma. I'm going to talk to you today about Hosa competitive events. I'm sorry I can't be here for this meeting, but I have to go to a doctor's appointment. So I'm going to show you how to look up everything that you need to do online, and I'm going to have a few printouts to give to you all. So go to your Google, and we're going to type in Hosa competitive events. Bada bing. All right, and you can click on the first one here, and it takes you to the page of the HOSA website that talks about the competitive event resources. Competitive events mean that I'm going to take what I learned here in my nursing or my medical program, and I'm going to compete against other students across, well, the first competition you'll be in is across the state of Kentucky, and we're going to see if we can show our skills and maybe move up to nationals. Okay, so how do I know what competitive events there are that I can compete in? I can go to here. Do you see where it says competitive events guidelines? So let's click into that. For some reason they have a bunch of announcements here. I'm not going to read those. Just keep on scrolling down. And this is going to give you your list of events that you could be involved in. All right, the first one you see here is called health science events. And health science means that you've been in a health science curriculum. You might have taken a class on medical terminology. You might have learned some medical math in your health science principles class. You might be in a dental program. Here we don't have a dental program, but there are other schools that do. You might like to read and do medical reading. So this here is an area where it would be more test. So for instance, let me take you to knowledge test. When you click on these, it's going to give you everything that you need for that specific event and their guidelines. So as you're exploring and trying to figure out, get on this website. It's the only way that you can do it. When I go here, I can see that, for instance, let's say that I'm the type of person that doesn't want to get up in front of judges and perform a skill and be evaluated at this event. That freaks me out. I don't want to do that. I had a student like that last year, and she said, she was great with her skills, but performing in front of people was not her thing. So she took a written test. That's what this is. She did human growth and development. And right here you can see on the screen is the outline of the things that you would need to talk about in human growth and development. They give you resources to study, and we can help you with that. Miss Meredith and I, Miss Banerjee, Amshoff, all of us will help you to get the stuff that you need to prepare for these type of written tests. So if you want to do those, there's your knowledge test. Human growth and development, pathophys, law and ethics, farm, nutrition, transcultural healthcare. Those are the ones you can compete in. Let's say that you love to read. You can go to medical reading. And medical reading will be, there's the books that they have. So if you look at this, sorry I'm flipping around here. You'll see competitors will read all 5 books. The books for these include Living and Dying in Brick City. It has different books on there. I've read some of these, not these this year, but the books they choose are really good. And like it says here, this event is for individual competitors and will consist of 50-item multiple choice test. Right? So you're going to read the books and take a test over it. So if you're a reader, maybe you're interested in that. Maybe you like to spell. Go to medical spelling. Okay, who's been in a spelling bee? This is what you're doing. This is a spelling bee. Okay? So it'll give you all the specifics about that. So as you're exploring these, that's what you're going to do is want to click onto these so you can see them. Let's move on. Let's say that I am somebody that does want to show a skill. Like I am in sports medicine and I would like to perform a skill. So if you go down into these, when you do these, it's half test, half skill. So you still are going to take a written test, and you'll see what you score on there, and then you're also going to be performing a skill. This shows you here what they might do. It says for national competition, 1, 2, or 3 skill procedures will be selected. Here they show range of motion, strength testing, taping on the ankle, the arch, the elbow, the thumb. So half of it will be, how do I get out of this? Oh crap, I'm stuck. How did I do this? Anyway, I'm trying to downsize this. Half of it will be, bada bing, half of it will be a test, and half of it will be performing a procedure. My students last year in the nursing program did the home health aid right here, the personal care, and the nurse assisting. Mr. Amshoff's did sports medicine. There's medical assisting. Some of you might be able to do some of the biomedical lab science. You'll want to look into each one of those. But again, now we're at a point where we're half performing a test, half performing a skill in front of people and competing against other students across the state of Kentucky. All right. Emergency preparedness events. Maybe you're good at CPR, right? So here you would actually do the CPR skill, and it shows you that there's the written test on CPR, and then you're going to do first aid procedures. You might have to respond to severe bleeding and shock, choking, compound fracture and splinting. So it'll go into all of those specifics here, emergency preparedness. So if you're into the emergency procedures, go there. All right, maybe you're all about leadership. Maybe you love to take pictures. Here's medical photography. Click onto there, and what they're going to have you do is you're going to go and you're going to arrange like taking a picture in a clinical environment. Maybe you know somebody who works in a rehabilitation facility, and they'll let you go in and photograph somebody who's getting a hip replacement rehabilitated. Or maybe you can work out something where you can go in, it's something medical. You're taking a medical picture. You'll be taking 3, I believe, pictures, and I have to look at all this. It gives you all your, see, it says photos should be labeled with the number 1, 2, and 3. So 3 pictures. Then you have descriptions that you're putting along with those pictures. And those descriptions have to be, you know, very good. Like medical, you got to explain what was occurring. You have to use medical terminology. It needs to be very well written. We can help you with the writing of that and getting you all prepared. So maybe you are getting ready to look for a job. So go ahead and take what you're learning in class or what you're doing with that and do interviewing skills or do job seeking skills. Maybe you like to draw and you want to create a health poster. Okay, so this talks about extemporaneous health poster, and it shows you all of the specifics about what you would need to create that. Let me think this one through. I think extemporaneous, it says competitors report at appointed time to begin drawing for a maximum of 3 hours. All right, so you complete the poster there while you're at there. And there's your rating chart. Okay, now let me show you something on that. Let's go back here, and let's go back to the Hosa website. Okay, so what's your poster going to be about? We were in the event guidelines. If you keep on going down, you can go to event topics, and this will show you the topics. For instance, if you want to participate in debate, their biomedical debate topic this year is e-cigarettes, more harmful to your health than regular cigarettes. If you're into creative problem solving, have any of you ever been on a creative problem solving team? Then there's a secret topic, requires the team to solve a problem. Extemporaneous health poster was what I was just talking about. Topics will be related to Hosa or health science curriculum competencies. For example, it could be about eating right, tips for skin cancer prevention, the benefit of Hosa membership. So you can go here to look at your theming this year. There's all your medical reading. The National Service Project this year is about Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. So make sure that you look at this too. If you're teaching about public health, this year they're wanting to do about secondhand stress. If you're doing a public service announcement, your public service announcement this year is going to be about concussions, prevention, recognition, and treatment. All right, so let's go back. I know I'm flipping all around. All right, so I'm back to the Hosa website. I was looking at event guidelines. and I'm scrolling down there and I see I can take knowledge test. I can show my skills off in nursing or in emergency preparedness or sports medicine. I can do leadership events, like maybe I'm the type that likes to write or create a poster, or I love to speak in public. Those are leadership. If I have speaking skills, if I have drawing ability, if I have writing ability. We had a student here, Logan, that did healthy lifestyle, and he went along with those parameters and he lost all this weight. He did just an amazing job, and he had to create all of the specifics outlined in this event in order to compete in it. Medical photography, 3 pictures, explain it. All right, teamwork events. Maybe you want to work with a group of people. The health career display is one that you guys will love. Let's say that I was a NICU nurse, and let's say that I want to talk about the field of NICU nursing. Then I created a display, and in that display, and this gives you all the specs of the display. Miss Meredith probably has pictures around. We had some amazing health career displays come out of here. So if you've got a specific health career you're interested in and like to create like displays, I love to create displays, then that would be what you would want to get into. If any of you have ever been on a competitive team for knowledge, then Hosa is where you want to be at. If any of you have ever sat on your, what is it called? My kids are on them. You know, those teams where you are smart or whatever and display your knowledge. Hosa. You study and you're getting there and you're with your 3 colleagues or partners here, and you guys are answering questions. The first one to answer, and it's a team environment. Biomedical debate is a teamwork event, and you saw that was about the e-cigs. I can't wait. I'm going to go watch that one if I can, because I'm against e-cigs. But anyway. There's creative problem solving, parliamentary procedure. Again, there's your public service announcement. This year's public service announcement said it was going to be about concussions, right? So you actually, and you can get online, like you can go to YouTube and put in Hosa, like public service announcements, and you'll see previous ones that people have done. I'm going to show you a link on here if I don't run out of time that also talks about some examples. Recognition events here. We have participated in some of those. The Barbara James Service Award is about service hours. You could do a service project. You could do a lot of volunteering and have enough volunteer hours to do the volunteer recognition. So you might want to look into those. We've done the Barbara James Service Award and received that. All right, so let me show you something else here. So this is where you need to go and click onto them to see what the specifics are, okay? We're going to be having you sign up for those events. So if you want to look at the events, you go into there, click onto it, and look at the guidelines. All right, if you want to know what the topics are about, you go to here, and you look at the events topics. If you want to see the medical reading books, you go here. All right, now let me come down here to... what was it I wanted to talk to you all about? Competitive event samples. You want to know like some examples of what people have done in the past. So click that. So let's look at, I want to see medical photography, photo samples. So here's examples of medical photography that people have done, and then they will write what's going on. What do you think's going on here? Well, I think he's getting his ears looked at. Well, what do you think's going on here? This looks like it's an emergency response type of situation. So you're going to explain the type of procedure that's going on. This person's donating blood, or this is a phlebotomist, and what type of thing they're looking at. All right. You could also look, here's public service announcement. It's time to clean out your medicine cabinet. And when you look in there, it's got your video.
My boyfriend Scott, he'd do anything for me, right, Cuddlekins?
Yes.
I'm going to see how long it takes us. Let's skip that ad.
So we're trying.
See how long it takes us to play this. I'll shut up now.